What's up, guys? It's me, boy Kwis, and I just want to get this video out of the way. This is not... I literally had a different video planned to be edited today. It was going to be a fun video. I was playing versus Gosane in ranked. We were trolling, having fun. It was just a stupid, fun, dumb video. That was the plan for today's video. But plans change, unfortunately, because, like always, someone has a problem, and I just want to nip this in the bud. This video might not be a good idea. I might have to delete this video at some point. I don't care. But there's just been this idiot I have been dealing with. I'm just going to explain as much as I can in chronological order. Leave as many details in as possible so you guys can understand everything, where I'm coming from and why I'm doing what I need to do. Yes, this is a drama video or whatever the fuck. And it's probably the first one I've ever actually seriously done. You know, as much as people like to say the drama guy, whatever the fuck, it's literally not, but whatever. Now, as I go on making this video, you might start to wonder yourself, like, why are you doing this? You don't need to do this. You don't need to explain yourself and blah, blah. But the thing is, as a content creator, as someone who has the job that I do as a player as well, my reputation is somewhat important. And people who continuously lie and make things up and do whatever, which is something I deal with quite a bit, but I don't address as much, especially here on YouTube. This is not stuff I really address that much about, you know, all the shit that goes on, because I just prefer to leave it or just deal with what it's. But anyway, I'm just gonna get into it. You guys may be aware of that warning I spam guy, that Nina player. I think the only time he's been on this channel is when I was doing a video talking about the stage pick meta, and I just happened to run into him as I was continue my discussion, and he was like key charging me or whatever, and I was just like, what's this guy doing? I ignored it, moved on with my day. And yeah, I know this guy probably just wants attention, like this is definitely him trying to get attention, but for me it's like he said too much shit that eventually is gonna might become a problem for me, to the point I need to nip it in the bud right now. Him very recently has just been, I don't know, he has some crazy weird obsession with me now. So I'll try and begin where I think this all begun. I must have run into him in ranked not too long ago, when I was playing Hwarang, and a lot of the stuff he was doing just seemed sus. Like he was doing some frame perfect blocks, you know, some reads and stuff, whatever. Like it just seems sus, and I was mentioning that as I was playing, but I wasn't like accusing this guy. I wasn't like he's a fucking charger, this looks kind of sus, whatever. Played the game and moved on. Even though there were people in my chat at the time like, you need to look through his inputs, you need to. I was like, I can't be bothered, it's not that deep, you know, because at the end of the day as well, this guy is a confirmed save scummer. He has been caught save scumming, he has been caught cheating in some form. So I don't know why he's getting so upset by this, but anyway, that's what happened. I didn't accuse him of anything, I didn't say he's definitely cheating, just like this guy seems sus. Then he goes ahead and messages me. I'm going to put the message on the screen. And then the reply you're going to see from me is literally the only time I've ever replied to his messages. Besides maybe a GG's or something, this is the only time I've replied to his messages. So with this out of the way, that was the only back and forth between us. I think maybe like a few days after this, I ran into him in ranked. And, you know, he was doing the same. He was like key charging and stuff. So I was just like, fuck, I'm going to key charge teabag back like I did it all. You know, I was like, whatever, you started this, I'm gonna finish it. And then that happened, right? And then a lot of people were like memeing him in my chat because, you know, he said things like, you know, the mix-up from Hwarang is seeable, is fuzzyable. Like a lot, so people were memeing in my chat, whatever. Like that happened. And then like whenever I'd run into him in ranked after this, like I don't have the messages, but he would just message me, say something. And I was just like ignoring it. Like I can probably find me reading the messages because it was on my stream, so I might do that, but I really don't want to make this video, so I don't have to do any extra effort for this fucking video because I just need to move on. But anyway, that just kept happening, and I just eventually if I ran into him, I'd stop teabagging, stop key charging, because I just wanted to be left alone at this point, right? You said what you needed to say, you did what you needed to do. You want some kind of attention off me very clearly, because I know for a fact I'm not the first person to accuse this guy of being sus while playing Tekken. I know that for a fact. I'm not the only one to do that. But for some reason, oh, you focused on me. I wonder what the reason that could be, why you focus on me so much. You're messaging me so much. You're making videos. I forgot to mention the videos. One of those times I ran into him, he actually made a video of the set we played. He uploaded the set, but he took out all of my wins, which was... He uploaded the video of like me playing against him, and every win that I got was removed from the video. He only uploaded his wins from the set, which was whatever. Then after that as well, he uploads this video about Hwarang's down 3-4 and just clearly trying to take more shots at me, so it's cool. But to virtually all of this, I just didn't react. I didn't respond. I didn't do anything. I just left it. I let him be, right? The only thing I've ever done to him is key charge and teabag, we'll say, which is not something that literally he started anyway. You know, two wrongs don't make a right type beat, but like, it's just like, it's a game, key charge and teabag, whatever, like it is what it is. And then anyway, you get to like, I think it must have been last night I was streaming. I ran into him in ranked again, and it was weird. I ran into him playing Devil Jin, and like, it was just a regular set. It was back and forth. He won a few, I won a few, nothing happened, whatever. So I was like, whatever. I'd assumed, because there were times like, even after we played, and there were the times the salty messages, he then messaged me again when we played, and like being really nice or whatever. But at this point, I was just like, I just want to be left alone. You know, after the first time he'd messaged me and all this stuff, like it got really weird. I was just like, I kind of just want to be left alone here, which is how I normally respond to these situations. If someone starts acting really weird, a perfect example is, you guys remember the Rocket guy from my True Tekken fraud video. He started talking shit to me, asked for a first to 5. I beat him 7-0, and then he just started commenting on all my videos, saying I'm this, I'm an asshole, I'm a savage, I'm all these things. I just decided I want to be left alone from the situation. Please just leave me alone. Even to this day, this guy is still commenting on videos talking about me, and that was like 2 years ago. But from this point, run into him, I'm playing Devil Jin, nothing really happens. I'm like, cool. Then I just switched to Hwoarang for some ranked. I ran into him again. And then he starts key charging at every win. He's messaging me again. Like he's just, it's really weird behavior. It's honestly very weird behavior. Like at first he sends me a message just saying autopilot. And then it sends me another message saying never response, but take the time to read this for your chat. Pure internet whore. So this is the kind of things you're saying to me at the end of the day over a game. I don't know what it's about. I mean, but you're sitting there and saying all like the reason I don't respond is because the way you like, I don't understand. I think this might be a thing, and this is something I've experienced in the FGC a bit, is like people act a very certain way to you, like they're rude, they're just dicks in general, like they call you whatever, and then when you don't want to interact with those people, somehow you're the bad guy. I don't get that. Like someone who says these things about me is not someone I want to engage with. I don't understand. I don't think I'm the weirdo in this scenario for that. But anyway, after that, if I ran into him ranked, it was a one and done. I moved on. Like it's just not worth my time. And then he goes ahead. I see this today. Someone actually messaged me about this. He uploads this video today saying this guy says he is top 10 in EU. It's a 1.5 minute video of him beating me in one game in ranked, key charging and doing whatever. And I would like to also preface this by saying anyone who's watched me long enough knows I've never said I'm top 10 in Europe. Like the only time I mention my place in Europe, I say I might be top 20, but that's it. And even then I say I'm probably not. So I really find it very weird that you're going like, this is why people think I'm arrogant. This is why, because people say I've said something that I haven't said. And because if you know me enough, you know I don't like to address the drama situations like this. Like I can't be bothered anymore, because if you do, you're somehow the problem. And because the only thing people have heard about a situation is something someone else has said, I don't address it. People take it as fact, and that's why I'm trying to nip this one in the bud. And I would just like to read to you the description of this video, and I think this should let you know how crazy this person just might be. You can't behave disrespectfully towards people and start crying when you get hate. Stop being crazy. You don't even realize you're acting like a dick and calling me a hater. Like to say again, I've never called this guy a hater. That's a word I rarely use and I haven't used for this guy. But the lies have to continue, don't they? Dirty whore. Ask yourself if you could behave the same way in real life, because poor idiot behind every screen there is a human. I'd just like to say this is something I'd like to say to you. Because the way I'm acting is I'm just trying to avoid you. You message me, I don't reply. Like I just try to avoid you. This is the way I would act to someone who treats me a certain way in real life. I would just not interact with you. Would you come up to me in real life and call me a dirty whore, a dick, all these things? I really doubt that. I honestly doubt that. And if you would, you have some serious problems. K-Wish thinks he can afford to snub people without suffering the consequences. I say snub people. Is this him mad that I wasn't replying to him? Because that's what I'm getting from this. And enjoys manipulating his listeners to make himself look like a victim or just a cool guy. Also like to say then as well, like I literally when I was manipulating my listeners, I literally just showed my viewers I just showed them what he was saying. I just showed the whole thing and my messages as well. I don't think it's manipulating people to just show them the entire situation. It'd be manipulating them if I said I've never done anything to this guy. Like I even explained, like, yes, I had key charge and teabagged you before in the past. Like, if you're upset, I can understand that might have something to do with it, but to this level, no. I've rarely had to deal with such a haughty and dishonest guy, ready to use all the baseness imaginable so that the crowd sees him as a hero, and after that, I'm the kid. The reason why he says that is because I think this guy might be like a teenager or some pretty young or something like that. Like, I'm not using kid in like a derogatory, hey kid. Like, I'm using it as, I genuinely believe you must be like oldest, like a teenager, for you to be reacting over this in this way. I am sure and certain that if I would not be a no-name, his attitude would not have been this one. In addition to being a whore, you are a sucker of fame. I think he's saying if he had some kind of name in the community, I wouldn't be reacting this way to him. But I have problems, and I've had problems with people in the Tekken community, or like regardless of how, if someone is a dick, they're a dick, and I won't want to interact with them, whatever, regardless, right? I don't care about your standing. You're acting very weird. This is not normal behavior. And yeah, if it was, say, for example, the main man acting this way with me, yeah, I would not interact. That's the thing. I'm just not interacting with you now that I think about it. Like, yes, if someone big in the community was very weird towards me, I just wouldn't interact with them. And anyone that, like, I guess if you watch my stream enough, you know that this is something that I deal with. Like, if someone acts some way, I just don't interact with them. I just keep to myself. I don't talk about them, which is why I've been trying to do in this situation, but you made it very hard. And then I'm just going to show you like some of the comments as well in this video that just show you how deranged this is all getting. Like this part, like, yeah, he's the greatest Tekken player of all time with the worst character in the game, some crazy things. That video is cringe. It's like he's implying he's a great player even if he's playing the worst character in the game. I'm going to let you guys in on the secret now. Hwaring is the worst character in the game is a meme. I'm going to let you guys in on this right now, because I can't believe there are people who genuinely believe this is something I believe. Because as a competitive player, why would I make the decision to literally play someone I thought is the worst character in the, like, if you, I can understand being confused and be like, is he being sarcastic? If you genuinely believe that this is something I'm doing as a competitive player, you just, it's a meme. Is it? Because things I was gonna do some more videos and jokes about it, but like maybe this ruins the mystique for some people. No, it's a meme. I'm rarely ever serious. Like, that is something you should understand by now if you watch my shit. But like, and then there's the comment here I really want to highlight as well, because I think it tells you it lets you know the truth to the issue here. To be fair, he probably is top 10 in EU. He came close to qualify for top 8 at CEO last year. He won ICFCs. He got second in Tekken Online Challenge 21. Actually won that, but you know. What are your credentials, sir? I agree, K-Wiz sometimes comes off as a little arrogant, although I don't think that is his intention at all. But let's be fair, that towel's bullshit. That guy is one of the best in EU. Let's be fucking real. Oh, and I want to ask you something. Are you the guy who fought under the name Warning I Spam against Plant and Medusa, got your ass handed to yourself, and then tried to provoke him in his chat? I think you are. Would be a big fucking coincidence if you weren't that guy. So yeah, I can't take you seriously. Now this lets you know the issue, because the person who actually let me know about this video and this situation actually linked to me the VOD of Plant and Medusa, where apparently they play against each other, and Nick, he was just like provoking me in chat. I'd like you guys to think for a second. Why has he targeted myself and Planted Medusa? There are definitely lots of people who have mentioned this guy as being sus. When I play against him in on stream, there are people in my chat like, oh, I played this guy before, I think he's sus, he might be cheating. And so it's not just us. Why focus on us too? Oh, it's because we're relatively big streamers in the Tekken community, and if you do something towards us, you might get attention for it. I think that might be the play here. I think that might be what's going on. And then he responds, I don't care about his results in tournaments where many big names are absent. I have played a lot online lately, and he is clearly not one of the strongest people I have met. Thinking against the general opinion has never bothered me. Concerning Medusa, I would not even bother to express myself on this other narcissist. Also, I'd like to put out there as well, if you guys actually watched my stream where I played against him yesterday, I really didn't give a fuck. Like, I wasn't trying my best. I was just tired of him acting this way whenever I ran into him. And I was just doing whatever. Like, call it an excuse or whatever you want. Like, it was literally just, I just did not want to play against him. I was tired of all of this happening just because I was deciding to play ranked at the time. And I'm fairly certain he might have even be sniping me as well, which is just dumb. So I think that's probably all I have to say on this. Like, I didn't want to make this video, but I'm just tired. Here's the thing, I said this before, I am very, very, very tired as being a content creator, just having every day there's a new lie, there's a new, oh, wake up babe, new K-Wish lie just came out. Like, is almost every day at this point. And you know, people say, oh, you shouldn't worry about these things, worry about blah blah. But like I said, as a content creator, as a competitor, as a member of a community, your reputation is important. And I've seen far too many times people start something, continue to say something, and then others jump on it because of what these people have said. Like, it's a case of, like, I've seen people like, oh, I've never watched K-Wish before, I didn't know he was this way now, but you know what I mean? And it's like, I would prefer the people who already have their minds made up about me, this isn't going to change their mind. But this is for the people who don't, because I haven't mentioned the situation on YouTube at all. And there may be people who might have seen this video or done this and blah blah blah, and like, so I know there's some people who only watch me on YouTube as well, aren't really big on Twitch, so they don't know how, you know, this situation has come about or whatever. So I feel like it's important for me to explain this and say what's going on, because I saw people in his comment section as well that sometimes comment on my videos that, oh, K-Wish is a dick. Well, you know what I mean? So it's like, this video definitely isn't for this loser over here. Like, it's not for him. Like, I don't care about changing his mind or doing whatever. He clearly wants attention off me. This is for the people who don't know what's going on in the situation, might have just seen this or done whatever, and then they're sitting here like, okay, what's actually going on? I'm sorry that today's video was this shitty little drama breakdown. Regularly scheduled fun uploads will be going back to your screens tomorrow. This might end up making things worse for this guy, but I mean, if he can, I think is we're not friends anymore on Steam, so you can't send me messages. So the worst he can do is probably gonna comment some bullshit on this video. But yeah, that's it. That's it from me. I hope I've explained anything. If you have any questions about this, let me know, and I feel like this might be something I need to just do more as a content creator, because too often I just let shit slide, and I just slowly see people's opinions of me just get worse and worse and worse and worse because I don't address this nonsense. So I've decided I'm going to address this nonsense. If you have any questions about it, let me know, because I'm tired of just people lying and that becomes fact about K-Wish, and this person says this, look at the Twitch chat, but you know. So that's it from today's video. Whatever, catch you guys tomorrow.